Hello everybody and welcome back to Rimworld Stellar Safari Season 2. We're on to episode 6 now, and at the end of the previous one, we were attacked by raiders, but we sent out the Animal Avengers over here, and they sorted that out real quickly. A lot faster than certain franchises would ever resolve a conflict. It's not profitable enough to end things, you know. But we, on the other hand, are not concerned with the problems of profit, except that we actually kind of are, because we've got a whole bunch of food here that we need to turn into dank-ass silver. So that's the plan for today. We're going to be caravanning out and selling a lot of our produce, a lot of the stuff we're not using in any particular sense at the moment, and just kind of seeing what we can make of it. We have quite a bit of processing to do. We've got 500 hops that we need to turn into wort, put into barrels, and sell off to as brewskis, you know, get them Coronas out there. And, oh, there's the music, nice. And we have a bunch of pemmican and such that we want to process. Sheev here is, after he's done collecting that milk and consuming it. Does that get you the raw food debuff? I'm genuinely interested. It does not. Okay, take note kids, you can eat milk without the raw food debuff. I thought it was only berries. I guess not. By the way, with the sheer number of berries we have available, we don't actually need to cook. It's just that these still give a very slight chance of food poisoning, as do meals, to be fair. Yeah, it's just slightly more efficient to cook it and eat it as meals, because we do have enough wood. Actually, it's not, we don't actually have any in storage at the moment, but we do have 430, and I haven't chopped off the side of the map or down here. So, you know, and we can always just caravan and get some. Anyway, we should probably sort out the world map and get on that. Alright, it will take us 1.2 days to arrive, but we're going to be heading over here, up on the top right. We'll be taking 100 pemmican for food, almost, what's that, 3,500, or just over 3,000 corn and rice combined, a bunch of leather, some hops, and some smoke leaf for us to sell off, along with these sort of weapons that we've picked up from the ground. And that's going to be it. The people going are going to be Sheev and Pariah riding the 2 giraffes, and Marvin is going to be going along to help us carry. Our dromedaries are not coming today because one of them is terribly injured, this one over here, and the other is pregnant. And also injured, or no longer pregnant. Oh no, did we have a miscarry? I hope not. That would be tragic. But we do have our dromedaries. Our dromedaries are too injured to go, basically. And that's going to be that. So Pariah and Sheev are going to head off. And if you're wondering why I'm not sending the same people I did last time, well, it's pretty simple. Sheev is our best negotiator, and he's also on the edge of a mental break risk, and I'd rather he has it out on the road, because, you know, he's still... Never mind. I was going to say he's still going to be productive. But unfortunately, our caravan has been suspended till such time as Sheev chills the hell out. We should assign someone else to wardening so that we can try and calm them down. Now let's see, who will not do wardening? Pretty much just Joel, who won't do it. So I guess maybe Maxwell, he's kind of the second best we have, so sure. Come and try and calm him down, man. You haven't got the skill for this, but there is a fraction of a percentage chance this might work. Hey, there's our screenshot, nice. And... Nope, no luck. It was worth a shot, but you never know. Okay, cool. Well, that's just that then. Pariah is, cutting down cacti and feeding dromedaries. That's good. We're still tending to them? Really? Jeez. Yeah, these poor things got real beat up in that raid. But they did do their job. I mean, we put down, 6 invaders with very little problem. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with the outcome, to be honest. And stashing these bodies over here should save us. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is giving me flashbacks. We're gonna have to deal with that immediately. It's a shame we don't have Sheev with his stun ability for this one, but it is what it is. Animals, I'm going to have to bring all of my attack groups up, including the lion. Get up there, Alex. We're gonna have to deal with this immediately. I am not playing around with Feralisks. We have lived that life, kings. We're not doing that again. Okay. Joel, can you equip your bow? I don't want you guys going into melee with these things if you don't have to. And let's move up a little bit and begin shooting. Okay, take your shots. Good stuff. That was a pretty good round. Let's cancel this and set them to kill. You've got to cancel the group move order, or they will prioritize that. Okay. We should be okay here. The animals should kick in. You're not going to do it? Ooh, I see. My pack's attack power is lower than that of a target as a total. Well, in that case, we're going to do something cheesy here and switch Alex over to blue, which should allow us to, yes, target them, because now the total combined power is sufficient to overcome that animal. That just gives you an idea of how powerful those Feralus, or how much power they contribute. But we were able to put it down without too much trouble. I wonder what the killing blow was. What knocked it out? It was Gloria hitting her with her first left leg. Nice. Grumpy hit them with a recurve bow arrow uselessly. Well, that about sums it up. But yeah, it was the we took down this leg. I think that sort of upped the pain to extreme, and that was enough to finish them off. Okay, well, we're going to grab Grumpy and finish off that Feralus Clutch Mother. As much as I want to rescue them for the the small chance to tame, I'm not going to roll the dice on that one. We're just going to call that good enough. Okay, Alex, you're going back on orange group because I do want to keep them diversified, and that should be good. Ooh. Our poor giraffe is still real beat up. Melman, we gotta get you tended to, bro. That's not good. Maybe we shouldn't be riding Melman. We should probably take the lion instead. But then we gotta bring food. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can make this work. Okay. Well, we should get that the clutch mother butchered up, and then we'll be on our way. Sheev's just gotta snap out of it, cause yeah, everybody's in a pretty terrible mood. What is your problem? The rotting corpses? Yeah. Well, we'll get those moved over. In fact, we're busy doing it right now, and that should resolve that. I'm actually going to try and get people who are already upset to do it, because I think you get a maximum of 3 negative counts before you snap. So let's just get this done. Doc, I want you to not ride the leopard. Could you just do it, please? There we go. Okay, and that's done. Alright, yeah, they were still pretty miserable, but it should be okay. Joel, I wish you would do some recreation rather than removing a floor, but since you're down here, you're working. Congratulations. Welcome to life in Amazon warehouses. Alright, snapping back to the next morning, and overnight quite a few things have happened. Maxwell has gone into a very unfortunate insulting spree. Doc has just snapped into a unfortunate daze, and Pariah now is going to have her mood so thoroughly ruined that she's probably going to snap as well before we're going to be able to go out on this caravan. I'm still holding out hope that we can leave the map before she has her mental break, because if that is the case, then we basically still get to keep moving. They're a bit more productive when they're on the move and sad than when they're just sad, as depressing as that is. I've also queued up a pair of bedrolls to be made, one plain leather, one light leather, uses up our extra stock, and it just gives us something to take on the trip with us. Also, that excellent quality light leather bedroll, that's going to have really good rest effectiveness, right? Yes, 108%, so we're going to be giving that to Maxwell, our grower, because that should significantly improve his productivity. He'll get sleep even faster, which means his downtime is even lower. Okay, Joel, I know what you want to be. You just need to finish this off, man. I know it was stupid of me to queue this up in the first place, but we're gonna commit to it, damn it. Mama didn't raise no quitter. There you go, just force finish all of that. And Joel managed to avoid having a particularly terrible mental break. He skirted it for a while, but the rotting corpse debuff has disappeared, and he's doing okay. No spot for the milk, really? Why don't you just consume it then? Because we know that it does not give the raw food debuff, and it should be fine. There we go, Pariah's had her snap. Sheev is still broken. I think we're going to go ahead and cancel the caravan and just retry it once everybody's catharsis has kicked in. Sheev has rather surprisingly snapped out of his mental state, which means that we can begin to try and caravan once more. His rest is pretty low, so I'm going to let him just sort of get halfway so that he doesn't snap while trying to form the caravan. Let that catharsis level build up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Just try and get rid of as few of those debuffs, as many of those debuffs rather, as possible. And let's go ahead and set this up again. Okay, as the next morning dawn, Ali has gone berserk, and our caravan has set off into the wilderness, off to the west, or the east, I suppose, to gain us a few extra pesos to work with. Grumpy's going to have to come and deal with Ali's rebelliousness here, and we might want to bring Maxwell in on this one as well. Doc is still broken, so she has not been able to tend to people, and Joel is the one causing the damn social fights, so he hasn't been much help either. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Hopefully we can just handle this without too many problems. Let's get Maxwell in on there. Ooh, Grumpy is kind of getting his ass handed to him here. I'd rather not use the hatchet to beat up the prisoner. I don't want to kill her by mistake. There we go. If you could go ahead and capture. Joel, you can repair that, and then we're going to get you to do a little bit of doctoring, man. Because, yeah, I don't want to risk infections. Okay, so Maxwell needs tending, as Grumpy should be okay, and Joel, you can look after yourself at some point. Go ahead and tend to Allie, just because Doc seems to really not want to do that. Okay, Caravan has left the map. Excellent, they will be on their way. It'll take a day to get there. Hopefully if we come back without too much of a heavy load, we'll be able to get home without too much of trouble. Without too much trouble, rather. Go ahead and tend to yourself, buddy. Get you up to speed. There you go, just get that left leg bruise tended, and then let's actually do Maxwell first because he is bleeding, and that has a risk of infection, which would be a real problem for us right now. Okay, Doc is up on her feet, excellent. And Joel, I'm going to let you continue to work because this is good training, if nothing else. Go ahead and continue to tend to Allie. This will get us a few extra points. There we go, yeah, perfect. Nice, okay, let's check back on the world map. Oops, food is starting to rot away, that's not great. We still have quite a bit of time left on the majority of our food here. As you can see, I left the berries behind because, you know, those are probably the best to keep. They trade for the same amount as the rice and the corn. Hey, the wart's getting made, which means we can start loading it into the barrels, which have been built. Joel's been very busy getting all that done, which is absolutely excellent. Now, Joel has been asking me to prioritize training with his character, but unfortunately, buddy, you are the only person who can do construction at the moment, and as I hope, we have got you up to a 7, so that's what you're going to be doing. You are still allowed to do animal taming. We can have a look here. Handles at a 2, construction's at a 1. So when we're not scheduling up any building, which will be rare, you will still do plenty of taming, and as you can see, training. Look at you getting all close with that cheetah. Yeah, teach it how to hunt for us. That's what we want. 3 out of 9 for that training. Once these guys come back from their trip, we are going to probably prioritize putting up an animal pen. We are running pretty low on building materials with only a bit of marble, but I'm hoping we can either get some wood or some steel from this trade and use that to put up just a quick, cheap, dirty animal pen, you know, somewhere where we can store the hay that we've collected. Then we can just keep the animals inside. We don't have to worry about grazing. Because as you can see, we have 5,000, I mean, we have more than enough on the ground here to feed them for a very long time. Now, of course, we could be turning this insect meat into kibble at the butchering spot, but I've decided against it for the most part, simply because we actually don't need it. Like, we just don't need the kibble at the moment. We can feed our carnivores with the meat, and we can feed our herbivores on grass or hay, and I just don't want to do it, because it takes quite a bit of time to cook up kibble, and Grumpy could honestly rather just make some pemmican. Speaking of which, we need to do a bit more hunting, get some more meat coming in. What is on the map at the moment? We got some hippos, but I don't really want to mess with them. We have some wildebeest I don't want to fight. Do we have any small game we could just pick on? Yeah, the wildebeest are kind of the only real... Their hide sells for a lot. So does hippo hide. But I'm worried that our little pack of animals here is currently at half strength. We are riding Gloria and Alex at the moment, actually. So, yeah. Also, I did have a name suggestion for a animal, and believe it or not, we actually have quite a few. And the first one I want to put in here for the cheetah is Hera. That's the name of my cat. I thought it'd be kind of fun. She thinks she's a bit of a lion. Don't have any lions at the moment, but a cheetah is close enough. And Alex is, of course, already taken. This giraffe is up for claiming, so if anyone would like to name them, let me know. I have received a few animal names, but I wasn't really sure who it was for, so if you'd like to be a Giraffe Harry, you can let me know. Ali here, how is your recruitment going? You're down to 18. It's going to take a while with this really, bare bones prisoner room, but it'll get there. Hey, and our caravan has arrived. Excellent. Let's go ahead and trade. Now, we're going to keep the zebra. Ooh, we might be able to sell these guys the giraffe. Let's see, what will they buy? Okay, creatures. Will you buy giraffes? Will you buy wildebeest? Because if you will, I'll capture a bunch and sell them to you. No, they will not buy wildebeest. Or at least, if this is in alphabetical order, which it looks like it is. Okay, cool. So they won't take the wildebeest. It's randomly generated as to which settlements will take what, so there's nothing we can do about that for now. They will buy furniture off us. So if we can get a hold of some gemstones and make a few, like, as you can see, these sort of sculptures and things, when they're made out of the gemstones, this is garnet, they sell for a fortune. And that's just a normal quality grand sculpture, so that's something we want to look into. I think there is some on the map. Those, of course, are coming from the gemstones mod. Okay, sell that steel knife. It's trash. We can just get rid of it. Sell, although it's not even worth selling, to be honest. It's better just to keep it as a weapon. We could smelt it down in the future. Let's get rid of these hops. Let's get rid of these smoke leaves. That wildebeest pelt's worth quite a bit, so is the chitin. Sell the plain leather and the light leather. That's already up to almost 400. And here's the big money makers. Oof. Oh, that difficulty level really hurts us, man. 90%. Okay, but that's 3,000 silver to work with. That is fantastic. Now, what do we buy? Penoxysilene, definitely. Let's get another 3 season. That's another season's worth. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're getting plus 7.5% from Sheev's negotiating ability. We could buy up some quartz and turn it into stuff. Oh, that's the quartz I sold them. Lol. We could buy up this turquoise. That's really expensive. That neuro trainer would be amazing. We could just take the money. Could buy up some beer, but we're about to make it, so that's not really worth it. What does beer sell for? 12 bucks. And then we get 60% of that value, right? So we'll sell it for about 7. Hops is worth 80 cents a piece. It takes 25 to make 1 beer after you've turned it into wort and waited almost a season. So is it better just to sell the hops? Let me do some quick maths in my head here. Okay, I think it actually is better to make these into beer, thinking about it, because 25 hops makes 5 wort, which turns into 5 beers. And beer is worth about $7 if we sell it, so that'll be 35 in total. Whereas I sell this as it is, it'll be worth about 19 to 20. So I think it is better to actually do the conversion. It takes a bit of time, but it does train crafting. So I think we will. That was a really long round. It was a long way to say I'm not changing anything, but I'm not changing anything. What I can't really decide what we want to take off of these people. That psychic animal pulsar would be good. If we get raided, we could turn the map against the enemy. We could get some weapons. We're about to unlock the tech for these. We could just make them too. This would be nice, but we're nowhere near the tech. Musket is close. Gunpowder is not that far off, and that's only 300. We could come back and get it. We could get some clothing. Alpaca wool t-shirt. What does that do for heat insulation? Not enough. Some flak pants, that would be cool. But we don't have the tech to make it. Yeah, you know what? I gotta stick to the rules I made, man. We can take some sculptures off with us, though. To spruce out our colony a bit. Turn some rice into sculptures. Because, yeah, we don't really have a good artist yet. That could be cool. Maybe we do that. Yeah, buy up a few decent quality wood sculptures. That'll really make those rooms worth a lot more. Could we buy... We need 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could buy up these 6 here, still get 700 profit, and significantly improve our bedrooms. Because we don't have the resources at the moment, or the time to create... Oh god, dropped my phone. To create our own artworks. So this would really go a long way to improving moods in the colony. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. And I'm really tempted to try and get this roulette table, but I think we'll leave off on that for now. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. We could get this tribal headdress, but nah, I think that's good enough for now. I think we'll just call that done. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I really want that marine armor, but the rules say no, so we will stick to them. For those of you confused as to my insane choices here, the rules are that we cannot use items or equipment that we have not researched the tech for, and we have to research the tech in order. So we have to do Neolithic, then Medieval, then Industrial, and then finally Spacer, and then finally after that even Archotech. That was the one I was missing in the first episode. It just hit me. I couldn't remember because there were 5 tech levels in the game. I couldn't remember what the 5th one was. So Archotech. So yeah, we're a very long way off from using assault rifles, which means actually we should probably get Sheev back and start prioritizing research, because both of our researchers are currently far afield. But we are getting back all the rice we just sold, basically, and we're coming back with some good equipment. Those statues, I think, are going to make a serious difference to our colony's mental health. And having a bit of extra silver on hand, that can only be a good thing, really. Oh, I forgot to take these weapons with me. We could have sold those. Whoops. I think after stone cutting, I'm pretty tempted to go for carpet making, because we have to research it anyway, and that will allow us to, just basically grow floor material. But if we have stone cutting, we should be able to do flooring without too much struggle as it is. So I think we might actually go for complex clothing, so that we can start turning some of these leathers and things, and the Devil Strand here, into clothing, because Devil Strand clothing sells for a fortune. It's a really good way to turn a profit in the early game. Well, not the early game, but like, if you're playing Tribal or Neolithic, it's probably one of the most reliable ways to make money in the game. Okay, let's go ahead, fill these barrels before the wart rots, because it doesn't have that much of a lifespan. 25 at a time, perfect. Go ahead and keep filling that up. Hey, and our caravan's back already. That was way faster on the return trip. Yeah, we probably shouldn't load them up as full as we did. Okay, let's go ahead and get some art installations in. So, is anyone here jealous? I can't remember. Ascetics, we want to make sure Maxwell's room isn't too good. Oh, Maxwell, you are just such a wonderful colonist. Oh my god. Psychopath, so he doesn't get anything from social interaction. Yeah, Grumpy's going to be pretty miserable all the time because of this abrasive. So maybe we should put... Yeah, maybe we should put that excellent one in hers. Okay, cool. So basically everybody except Maxwell can get a really nice statue. In fact, Maxwell's room could probably stay as it is and he'll be pretty happy with that. Yeah, because he loves having an awful bedroom, so... Perfect. There we go. That's what you get, buddy. That you get nothing else. Maybe we'll give you like a chest of drawers or something, just to give you a little bit of rest effectiveness to speed up that rest even better, even more. But for now, that'll do. Okay, so that's going to go in. Normal quality sculpture. Sheev's been having trouble, but I suppose we can just throw normal quality here for Doc. This one's also normal. Go ahead, give that to Pariah. I think the other ones are probably on the animals still. Is the zebra still carrying things? Yes, he is. They'll pull those out as we go along. Let's go ahead and just drop the statues now, and decide where we want these. So, small steel sculpture, we'll give this to Joel. Sure. What else have we got here? A wooden large, a good one. We'll give that to Sheev, because he is, he's going to start having noble expectations sooner rather than later. And, is that all of them? I missed one. Oh, there we go. Wooden sculpture, normal. I think we're not going to give that to Maxwell, and we'll actually put that in the prisoner room for now. Oh, you know what? Forget the prisoners. Let's go ahead and put that in the research room for now. Which reminds me, actually, we can make... Oh, we can't. I was going to say we can make a filing cabinet, but we haven't unlocked it yet. I think that's under the modern furniture tab. That gives you a 5% research speed boost. Okay, things are going... I wouldn't say they're going well, but they're going. 75% chance, and you fail, Grumpy. Come on, man. Get your shit together. Okay, yeah, but guys, that caravan was what we did today. I think we're going to call it there. That is the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, hit that like button. If you haven't, hit the dislike button. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.